in 2015, the staff went through a study called Experiencing God. The last time I went through Experiencing God, I felt God was telling me that I was going to be on staff, and lo and behold, I was on staff at First Baptist Church Windermere. So this time I was really curious what God was going to say in it. And I kept hearing Burundi in everything that I was doing during that study. So I went to John Gibbs, who heads up Burundi Christian Ministries. I said, John, any chance we're going to be going to Burundi? We had canceled the trip in February 2015 because of civil war and protests that had broken out in Burundi. And he says, you know, I'm thinking about going to visit the refugees that are in Rwanda. He said, why don't we go to that in October? And then you can go to Burundi. So on October 11th, 2015, we went to Rwanda. We were able to go in and see the 50,000 Burundian refugees that are held in a camp in Mahatma. We were also able to visit the leaders of that camp, and amazingly, every one of them is a pastor. And we were able to pray with them and pray for the people at that camp. We dropped off 500 Bibles while we were there, and some water filtration, and a number of other supplies. So that was a great experience. After that week, I went into Burundi. I wanted to check up on our ministry partners and the pastors and the people that we've supported through the food that we deliver there and various other items. I was able to go to the orphanage. The kids there are great. You fall in love with them the minute you see them. We were able to do some upgrades there at the orphanage. We were able to secure a wall. We were able to get some tables and fix some benches and chairs just so they could sit and do their homework and their studies. And then we were also able to get some bunk beds and mattresses so that all the kids were off the ground. From there, we went up to Karusi, where we have our church, and Pastor Eddie, and that church is going great. When I was there, it was absolutely full. People are in good spirits. They're reaching out to that whole community around them. And Pastor Eddie himself has started 2 more churches, and we went and visited those in Chankuzo. And those 2 churches, we have a couple great teachers there. Things are going to be going very well. It was amazing how many people I had met that had been receiving food that we had packed and that they were able to distribute to their people. So we're making a great impact there. Now, of course, the time I was there wasn't probably one of the best. A lot of violence during the time I was there. Outbreaks in the streets, gunfire and grenades. Burundi made the news worldwide during that time.
Bullets just went right over us and hit some trees off here in the distance. So it's getting very close.
So, was it the ideal time to go? You know what, I thought back to that Experiencing God study, and I felt all along that's where I needed to be. So I really felt at peace while I was there. I know I was doing what God wanted me to do, and that was most important. And whenever we do missions, we just shouldn't allow fear to deter us from doing what it is that God wants us to do. And no matter what the circumstance of where we go, we just have to know that God is there. And I know, without a doubt, after leaving Burundi, that God is there.
Thank you very much for that gift.
Thank you very much.
For those children, orphans.
On my behalf and on behalf of other kids, we are very grateful. The way you take care of us day and night. First Baptist and greet our friends in BCM. And we thank you so much.